Hello everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you some traps in the opening Danish Gambit. So the Danish Gambit is a king's pawn opening, e4, e5, d4, e cross d4. I've already made a video on the center game which is queen cross d4, but this is about the Danish Gambit. So c3, if black accepts it, then d cross e3, bishop c4, c cross b2 and bishop cross b2. Now, it might seem that black has two extra pawns, but it's a very aggressive opening for white since both of these bishops are looking down at the king side and the queen can jump in from any side. Plus, both the knights can also jump into the game. So now I'm going to show you some popular responses for black and how you can counter them. The first one is d6. So, plus one more thing I want you to remember. The possibility of a bishop cross f7 bishop sacrifice is always there, so look for something like that. d6, knight f3, bg4. This is one of the sacrifices because now king cross f7, knight e5 check. If you do d cross e5, then of course the queen would hang, so you must play your king back, and then after knight cross g4 we have a pawn in advance. We have regained one of our pawns. Okay, next trap. Let's see. Now this is one more. Knight c6. So knight f3, knight f6, all rather development moves. e5, knight e4, putting the knight on a good outpost, and bishop cross f7 check. One more time. Because after king cross f7, we have queen to d5 check, and after king e8, we can regain a bishop and we have a pawn in advantage. So next trap, let's see. Queen g5 is also a popular reply because of the weak g2 pawn. We ignore the threat and do knight f3. Now if black plays queen cross g2, then he has fallen into our trap. rg1, queen h3, that's the only safe square. Then another sacrifice, because if now you do king cross f7, then knight g5 check forks the king and the queen. So king d8, then rook cross g7. Now, if you do something like knight e7, because the knight is double attacked, then we have rook g3, which is also giving a discovered attack on the rook and attacks the queen. So you must play something like bishop cross g7. But after that, when we do bishop cross g7, we get the rook back. Okay, let's see. e4, e5, d4, e cross d4, c3, d cross e3, bishop c4. And now another popular reply is bishop b4 check. Now you must block with the knight because giving away the bishop won't help you a lot. So knight g2, knight f6, e5, knight e4. Now it looks like our knight is pinned and is in very much trouble. But bishop cross f7 check, another great sacrifice. Because if you do king f8, then bishop a3 check. Sorry, not check, but it pins the bishop. Bishop cross a3, knight cross e4, king cross f7, queen b3, and we regain the bishop. So, king cross f7, and now we can get queen b3 check, and the bishop is retaken. Plus, we have a lead in development, and the knight is also attacked. Okay. Now, e4, e5, d4, e cross d4. And we continue. Now, one of the most popular replies is d5, which is also known as the Schlechter defense. Now, bishop cross d5. Now, it's a good way for black to counter the Danish Gambit, but only if you know how to play it. Because if you play something random, say c6, then bishop cross f7 check is another sacrifice. If king cross f7, then the queen is hanging. So, have to play king e7 and then bishop a3 check, and surprisingly the king has no place to go where he can save the queen. king cross f7 and queen cross d8. Now you might be thinking how to play this as black. Now, well, you should play it as the selector defense, but only in the right way. d5, bishop cross d5, and now you have to play knight f6. Now the bishop cross f7 sacrifice doesn't work at all because king cross f7, queen cross d8, bishop b4 check, which is a discovered attack, queen d2, bishop cross d2, knight cross d2, and now the position is roughly equal. Also, you can choose to decline the gambit after this move, and you can play d5, which is the Capablanca defense. Everyone, thank you for watching, and if you want to see some more traps in different openings, let me know down in the comments below.